Welcome back to another game of 7-Point Highlander. Today I'm Jack, playing No Red Walks again. This is a rematch with Hitchcock from last week. I want to play an early threat in the form of a reanimated creature or some cheap, efficient beater, and then take extra turns with Time Walk and extra combat steps to beat your ass.
Yep, so thank you for introducing me. Yep, as you heard, I'm Hitchcock and I'm playing Grixis Midrange. I'm playing the best cards in blue, black and red. Blue for the counter magic to back up my threats, black in the hand disruption, and red for the burn.
Get ready for the next battle.
So I'm on a Mulder 6 and on the play. I'm going to start the game off with fewer cards already. We'll start with an Inquisition of Kozilek.
Yeah, I guess I'll reveal my hands here. Here's the goodies.
And against a Grixis deck, every card in your hand is a possible target here. We'll take your expressive iteration and pass.
Yeah, so EI is pretty good, banned in Legacy. So we'll fetch up a land here and play a 2/3 Nevergoyf. You'll go.
Play a land of our own and a Baleful Strix.
Yeah, so
nice.
we don't have days. So yeah, that's pretty good. Baleful Strix is death touching war in front of a Nevergoyf. See what I do. Yeah, we're just offering the trade here.
We'll take it.
We'll just play a land and pass.
It's pretty chill gameplay right now. We'll play another land. This time we're gonna have to play around days. Time Walk.
Yeah, I guess you can have the explore. Yeah, go draw a card, play another land.
No creature to beat with, unfortunately.
Yeah, you played around the days, which is pretty nice. And you miss a land drop. So at the end of your turn, we're going to Cling to Dust the Time Walk, draw a card, and we don't have any Eternal Witness shenanigans. Cling to Dust in the main, that's pretty sick tech. Anyways, we'll match you with our Baleful Strix of our own, draw a card, play a land, you'll go.
Cantrip, doesn't cost you too much. We will tap 3 for tapping out here.
Yep, so we'll tap our mana, floating a blue and dazing the Teferi. Hiding our hand now because of the effects of Brainstorm. Go to our turn, we'll beat you for 1. I believe it's 18 apiece. We'll replay the Volcanic Island and we'll play a Big Boy Murktide 6/6. And with our 1 mana remaining, we'll play a DRC. You'll go.
Yep, so you've been on the offensive this whole game, and we have not been answering it well enough. Let's see if we can change our luck here. We have a Swords to play just for that Murktide. It's a good start.
Swords is pretty good. Swords is a decent start. So I gained 6 life, going to 24.
Ignoble Hierarch. Not as good, and passing.
Yeah, so you missed a couple land drops, but you did get a land in form of a Dork. Let's see if we have the removal for it. You did spot an Unholy Heat before, so let's see if we kept that. First, we'll start with a Thought Scour, Surveil, chuck it in the bin. Mill 2, draw a card. Gonna play a Undercity Sewer. Surveil our Pyrogoyf in the bin. Surprisingly, we don't want that. We have Delirium, and we're smacking him for 4.
Also spotted on camera a reanimate from your hand.
Yeah. We reanimate the Pyrogoyf, dealing with your pseudo land drop, and we're going to pass the go.
That's pretty sweet. Reanimate 1 mana spell, destroy target land here. We will Swamp Cycle a Troll. That must have been off the top. And we find a Tasigur as well. Gonna pay 1 mana for that bad boy. It's a 6 CMC creature at 1 mana, and we're gonna Neoform it into an Atraxa.
I mean, I guess Tasigur did his job, being Atraxa fodder.
It's pretty good with Neoform. Atraxa only finds 3 cards here, but it is Quantum Riddler with Ephemerate. That's a pretty sweet combo as well.
So on upkeep, we need to find a way to get rid of the Atraxa, which has 8 power thanks to the 1/1 counter of Neoform. So we'll Unholy Heat, Surveil Trigger, bin that, Fatal Push, Surveil Trigger again, bin that, and then we will find a Molten Collapse off the top. So very good sequencing there. We're gonna move to beats, get in for a buttload, and you're on 6 while we're on a healthy 20. You'll go.
Yeah, you're hellbent. It took all the cards out of your hand to deal with that Atraxa, but that was all you needed there. And now we're on the back foot once again. But we have Quantum Riddler into Ephemerate, so let's see how many cards we can draw with this. We will start by warping the Riddler. Only TB will draw us a card. Don't think we have our answer here, so we're going to Ephemerate, find another.
Well, you would want to ephemerate it anyways, right? You want the body. It's like...
Yeah, we want it to stick around. Fetch our land. And we have a Prismatic Ending. It deals with 3 damage.
Yeah, so you get rid of my Surveil Source as well as a 3/3 beater. Although it would have had to beat in anyways, and you could have blocked it. But then that would mean you would take damage from the Pyroglyph, so decent. Alright.
Well, you come in and Pyroglyph bounce off Riddler, but Baleful Strix connects. I'm on 4 life here, 4 to 19. We're starting to find our lands now, dropping one every turn.
So on upkeep, you ephemerated your Riddler to draw an extra card, which is pretty good.
I'm just going to drop a Deathrite Shaman and pass to you.
Alright, so at the end of your turn, we're going to escape this Cling to Dust. Exile 5 cards, targeting, I'm not too sure what I'm targeting, but I think the purpose is to just cantrip.
In response, we will hard cast an Endurance.
Yeah, sweet. So you tuck my graveyard. I targeted the Ephemerate, so I get to draw a card. Now I've got 2 unknown in hand. Your board has slowly been building, and I have Emperor of the Bones. So, and most notably, you have Atraxa, and I can adapt it. So let's just adapt it in combat, get the Atraxa on the field, and I think you've seen enough.
We know we've lost, but we want to see 10 more cards from your deck, so that's what we're going to do. Let you resolve that real quick. Alright, game 2, we're going to start with a Surveil.
Yep, nice. You kept it on top, so you must like it. We're going to start with a Thoughtseize. Alright, so Natural Order, Atraxa, Gris, and Palace Jailer. Okay, Atraxa seems like a weird choice, but that must mean I hope we have a Reanimate in hand. Otherwise, it'd be pretty sad.
Our turn 2 is a Baleful Strix, we just have to continue with our game plan here.
So indeed, we do have Reanimate, so that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate for us.
So let's see how many cards we draw off Atraxa. So Atraxa's ETB ability is reveal the top 10 cards, and you get to keep 1 of each card type. So it looks like we drew 5 cards. That's a pretty decent payout for 1 mana, and you get a 7/7 body. That seems insane. We're going to crack our Bloodstained Mire for Volcanic Island. We're going to play the Ragavan and crack Bauble ourselves just to check. Bauble trigger, draw, pass to go.
That Ragavan is really unfortunate because we had Grist to deal with Atraxa, but we lose it to the Ragavan, unfortunately. Still have to do it anyways. Atraxa is too huge. We'll sacrifice our Baleful Strix to destroy Atraxa, putting Grist to 1 and passing.
Yeah, so as you telegraphed it, we're just going to kill the Grist. We'll play a land here, so let's see what else we have. We have 3 mana at our disposal. We're just going to move to discard this Cling to Dust. We can always escape it later. Here we go.
Some people say Cling to Dust is the Black's version of Uro, where at late game it just gets you a card every turn. What do you think?
I think it's very suspect, comparing a 2-point card to a no-point card, but yeah, sure.
Okay,
Yes.
so we're going to brainstorm into Ewit here. Malevolent Rumble, finding Ewit with a spawn. And you're going to hit that spawn with Colligan's Command, 2 damage to target creature, and discarding a card after discard a land here.
Colligan's Command, a classic 2-for-1. So we'll go to beats. Ragavan will deal 2 damage. We'll get a trigger. Exile this Surveil land off the top. Sadly, we can't cast the land. And we also get a treasure. We'll fetch a land. We've got 4 mana disposal here. See what we do. Gonna tap 2 Demir lands into a Baleful Strix. Baleful Strix running rampant in this matchup. Everybody has a Strix. We'll draw a card and we'll just pass the go.
The silver lining here is you went Thought Season to reanimate for an Atraxa, putting you at 9 life, which means Price of Progress is out of the picture. We're going to try to E-Wit with that Natural Order in our bin.
Yeah, and that would be bet with Counterspell. I don't want to see any of that shenanigans. So good our turn.
Okay.
We're just going to go to combat. Exiling this Hydro Blast off the top. I believe you're on 12 and I'm on 9. I've got 5 mana with 2 treasures up. We're going to pay 2 life, dropping down to 7 to just have a look at your hand, revealing a Palace Jailer and a Teferi. Alright, so we're going to play Pyrogoyf and just show you a Price of Progress. Price of Progress will do 4 damage to me and 10 damage to you unless you crack your land. But we also got Pyrogoyf, so that should do it.
Yep, and looks like I have to eat my words here. Price of Progress does take the win.
Yeah, or Pyrogoyf, whatever way you like look at it. But what do you think about those set of games?
Pretty rough showing on my part. Time Walk did not do what I needed it to do. Did not play it to its maximum effect. Instead, it was just a cycle.
Yeah, it was an explore, more or less.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, yeah. So in game 1, I think you just didn't hit your land drops. Land drops came in at 1 turn too late. And even when it came in form of Ignoble Hierarch, which is pretty fragile to removal. And then next turn, it was in form of a Troll, which is essentially making it a tap land, which was kind of unfortunate. But we should shout out the play from Hitchcock, where he surveilled twice, because that Atraxa would have stabilized the game if not dealt with, and we did find the removal spell in forms of Molten Collapse after throwing 2 cards at it. So we were just praying.
Not often do you see a Fatal Push being cast on Atraxa, but sometimes that will find you the Molten Collapse.
Yeah, so what was your MVP?
MVP in my game, definitely Atraxa.
Yeah, I think Atraxa was MVP for us both. It drew you 3 cards, it drew me 5, so that didn't seem fair, but we'll take those. And yeah, it just seemed like I had the right cards at the right times against you. So thank you for the games. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.